Before choosing a programming language to learn, you can first start by looking at the different categorizations when it comes to programming languages. In this case, my categorization will be based on the style, design, or philosophy or paradigm the programming language uses. So, number one, I will start by talking about the procedural or imperative programming languages. So, what are procedural or imperative programming languages? Procedural or imperative programming languages are languages that expect you, as the programmer or developer or coder, to give step by step instructions which are mostly explicit to the computer, guiding it how to execute a particular task. So, for example, if you are building something that is supposed to open files and play them, let's say a video player, you need to guide the computer on how it can go about this. The second category is called declarative programming languages, which is actually the opposite of the procedural or imperative programming language. In this case, you need not to give very specific and explicit instructions to the computer in how it's supposed to execute the given task. So an example could be something like, you telling a computer to display an image on the top left of the screen. You need not to define that. You just tell the computer that, and the computer will do that without explicitly describing how that is to be done. Number three, object-oriented programming languages. So I'll try to reduce this explanation into think of something like a car. So what does a car have? A car has wheels, a car has color, a car has tires, a car has a steering wheel. These are the things that a car has, which in OOP are referred to as properties. And what can a car do? A car can be driven, a car can accelerate, a car can brake. These are the behaviors or methods. So object-oriented programming is focuses on code structure and how it is organized, how your code base is organized. So the more complex your code base becomes, you start thinking of things like, how do I maintain all these files? So OOP allows you to do that by looking at things as objects, like the example I've given of a car. Lastly, we have functional programming languages. What are functional programming languages? These are languages that make use of, they treat code as mathematical formulas. An example in this case could be your kitchen juicer or the machine you use to make juice. That's a very good example of how functional programming languages are implemented. So you see, in that case, all you need is a fruit, and like for your juicer, you have a fruit, and then there's the juicer, and then after juicing, you get your juice. So this juice is very predictable. Like this machine, you can almost predict that every time it will give you juice. So functional programming languages are the idea of it is that they're very predictable in their output. So what programming languages are you intending to learn in 2026?